Yes, you have to start journaling. You have to start planning your days. You have to be, honestly speaking, you don't have a choice. As a student, we have a lot going on. You have a lot in your brain, and you're being introduced in this world of adulting wherein you have to manage everything that you do. So you have to start writing things down like an adult. There's a reason why adults walk around every day with journals, with diaries and stuff like that. Why they prefer writing down things while they're in meetings and writing down when you want to store information in your head. I overwrite. That's not right, Anne. Anne, listen, don't go anywhere. This is just the intro. Now we're actually gonna get into the nitty gritties of it all. What do I mean? These are 3 books. Anne, these are 3 books. It doesn't have to be a productivity book. Don't leave yet. Number one book I'm going to talk about is a mini book. This is actually full, by the way. I have to get a new one. Um, this book is called, what I call it is a task manager. This is my task. This is my little manager right here. If it wasn't for this book, I'd always be stressed. I wouldn't know what to do at what time, and I wouldn't know where to go. This book, paired with my calendar, my Google Calendar, um, it'll be on a different video where I show you my Google Calendar and how I plan my days and my basically everything. And it doesn't have, you don't, when you're starting out with planning, it doesn't have to be jam-packed. And you just only have to put the necessary stuff. You put your timetable there, and then you make sure it repeats every day. And things like timetables are not on your task manager, on your little task manager. This is my little task manager. And I got it from PNA, PNA in Cape Town. Yes. The one in OBS. The one in OBS. So, yeah. It's a vital, vital book. It is divided into 4 sections, right? And I named the 4 sections transformation, YouTube, financial planner, and task manager, which is the little tasks that I have to do. I usually jot them down so that I don't get cluttered. This is why you forget things like tests, your tutorials, your everything, because you do not have it planned. Right now, before I continue into going any deeper and opening my books and showing you what is actually in there and how I write my things down, I want you guys to subscribe, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you reach this far into the video, can you please send 3 red hearts? 3 red hearts, that's how I know. And those 3 red hearts will mean you go into a giveaway. And then, yeah, the first person to comment usually gets something. And then you will see in the comments. If you don't comment, then you won't know what's happening. So yeah, subscribe, join the lovely community. This YouTube channel has been growing, and I'm in the business of helping about 100,000 people initially. The goal is 1 million, but initially, step by step, 100,000 people to be more knowledgeable, more productive with their days, and just to achieve their goals, man. As students and as individuals, as students, we have other financial goals. So make sure you subscribe. Let's get back into the video. On this channel, we're healthy. We drink water or juice. So have a cup of water next to you, because I speak very fast, so you're gonna need a water break. And every time I sip, you subscribe. So by the time I sip, I'm probably convinced that I hope that I've convinced you to subscribe. So you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, it's fine. And then we go into the video. Every time I sip, you subscribe. It's a personal goal of mine to drink water as many liters as I can in a day, not more than 2 liters. And so every time I make videos or whatever I do, I make sure that I take water breaks in between. And special thanks to this brand for giving me the bottle like 2 months ago. I lost my other bottle. If you're not new here, you'll know I went on a trip to Santon. Thanks to X, the body spray, they took me on a trip to Santon, and I lost my water bottle. And that's the worst thing ever, because that thing was like 600 at Woolies. So that was one of the worst things ever. Let's get away from the personal side. Number 1, transformation. This is where I write everything. If I want to change something about my life, it goes into transformation. And every time I open this book, I go through transformation. The first page says I'm working on myself. I understand that transformation takes time and a lot of effort. I won't give up on myself and everything I stand for, because I stand not only for myself, but for those who keep this ladder of success steady for me to climb higher. So that is the daily mantra. I say that every day. That's something that really keeps me going. And also, transformation, you put in everything that you want to change about you, about your life, about everything. If like, if you wanna, even if you wanna start a business, if you wanna change something about your love life, about your partner, if you there's something that you wanna transform in your life, you put it about inside the transformation. Section number 2 is YouTube, which is content creation. Okay? Everything that has to do with content creation, whether I want to buy a new camera, whether I'm planning a certain video, it goes here and I write it down here. Right? And I know that if it's here, then I'm probably going to get it done. Subscribe, you know what it means. Oh. Okay. After YouTube comes financial plans, financial planner, big things. When you plan your finances, you have to plan them into big things and little things, and you write the big things separated, little things separate, so that you don't add the two and mix them together, so that you crush off 3 big things, 3 small things, and then 1 big thing. And so when you save your savings goals, things like that, go into your financial planner. And the last one is your task manager, which is probably the biggest section. And then the biggest section, the one that'll get filled first. So I keep this task manager with me because some of the transformation tasks I haven't completed on it. But the task manager side is full. There's nothing like guys, task manager side is full. It's legit full. There's like it's little tasks that I do and little topics that I have to cover on certain days. So it's always going to be the first side that fills, and it's also I want to have a new book just for task management, but I can't throw that one away because it still has my goals and stuff like that. I know. And let's get into my journal, which is this one, and I've had it for a very long time because I don't journal a lot, but I journal the meaningful things. I know. I don't like journaling every day. No. Building the habit is nice, but I only write down things if they really affected me in a horrible or a very good way. When something good really comes in my life or when something bad happens, I like to write it down to remind myself about, I went through this. And if I went through this, I can go through that. If this came when I didn't expect it, that means this big thing can happen to me. Because life is really dynamic. You know? So, yeah, before you get into this, the second part, subscribe and water break. We will drink water, and I drink the water. You drink water. If you were to subscribe, go get a bottle of water. Yeah, we drink water. Yeah, we are healthy. Oh, Mudim. I'm building a habit for you guys. Better than a boyfriend. Tabang. Your boyfriend will never tell you to drink water. The last time he told you to drink water was 3 months ago. I wonder how he thinks you're surviving, like health wise. But hey, let's not talk about your non-existent boyfriend. Because your love life is very complicated. In fact, there's none at all. Welcome to Roast 101. Yeah, I was thinking about my journal. My journal is a very key thing to me because it represents who I am and every challenge that I've gone through. It's every challenge that I've gone through. And the first page says, my name is Mulanga, and this is my life. And in this journal, you'll find the real me. I hope you don't get lost. And then I got this journal way back in 2022. I got it at PNA, Cape Town Observatory. And then, as you can see, I haven't been able to fill it, but there are sections, there are things that I keep in here that are really sentimental to me and that really mean a lot to me. Come on. Maybe finding letters. Like, there's a lot that I keep in this book of mine, and that means a lot to me. But there are a few things. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but it's a habit. That's a quote by Aristotle, and I write certain things that mean a lot to me. On the first page of my journal, I have my morning routine. Yes, I am not 100% following it, but there's a lot of things that I took from it that I still do till this very day. This is my morning routine. When you wake up in the morning, put your phone in flight mode when you sleep. First and foremost, you don't want to be waking up in the middle of the night, unless if you run a business. Then please don't do that, because that can be very not good for your business. Wake up in the morning, do 10 push-ups, start journaling. If you have an idea or had an idea while you were in bed, wake up, journal, meditate, or pray. I do that. You have to pray. If you don't meditate, please pray. You have a spiritual being and a physical being, two different things. Why meditate? This is for emotional and mental control. It helps you make better decisions when you wake up, because you wake up calm. Well, sometimes you have a bad nightmare. When you wake up, just pray or meditate, and then it calms you down. So, yeah, my study routines are here, my to-do lists are here. Everything that has to do with who I am and what makes me me is here. Sometimes I even planned out my day here. I have this thing called monk mode. First of all, I learned it from Iman Gaji, but he used it for entrepreneurship. I used it for academics, wherein you lock in, there's no alcohol, 30 minutes exercise, 10-minute meditation. Let's talk about the book, The Power of Habits. You need something that's not academic at all. You need to read that, make you relax when you go to a cafe, you read your book, and something that is very, very chill and something that you really like and appreciate reading. I really recommend this book, The Power of Habits. That's my current obsession. The previous one was The 7 Habits. Even though I'm reading that book for the third time, it's just my comfort zone. You can read a Bible. It can be anything close to your heart. It can be anything productive. It doesn't matter, as long as it's not school content, really. This video is not about, it has nothing to do with academic stuff. It's more to help with your personal life and help you manage your life better. So those are my recommendations. That's what I think you guys should really check it out. Sometimes you need to step outside and get a hobby. Get a hobby, guys. For real. I'm not even joking. Get a hobby and you'll do good. You'll be okay. Thank you guys for watching, and if you watched till this part of the video, can you please, pretty please send 3 blue hearts in the comment section. Yeah, those are sent 3 red hearts. I know you stopped watching 2 minutes into the video, so yeah. Come on. I'm not dumb, Bill.